Good day, everyone.
I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things.
This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed.
This is the bottom line.
I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
We are the people.
Ramona Jefferson claims she was wrongly evicted from her apartment because the defendant failed to turn in a spare key after a visit.
All rise.
Sarah Lansing says Ms. Jefferson was given the boot due to a heated altercation with the clerk.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding.
You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, thank you, Sean. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
This is the case of Jefferson versus Lansing. Ms. Jefferson, you are suing Ms. Lansing for $5,000. You say it's a reimbursement of expenses. You say the defendant caused you to be evicted. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Defendant, you say it was not your fault.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Jefferson, I'll start with you. So what is your relationship to the defendant?
Sarah and I were previously college roommates.
College roommates?
Yes.
All right, when did you meet?
2013.
Okay.
We both needed a rooming situation, so we kind of found our way to each other, what worked for both of us, and that's pretty much how we came in cahoots.
How long did you room together in college?
About 2 years.
And then what happened? Why'd you guys stop living together? You graduated or?
Yes, after graduation, we pretty much just went our separate ways, but still kept in contact, you know, mutual, happy birthday, you know, nothing too distant. But I would still say she was a friend of mine for sure.
Okay, wonderful. And so, Ms. Lansing, after you guys moved on after college, you all kept in touch or no?
We kept in touch just through social media, happy birthday, stuff like that.
So how did you get to the point where you were suing her for causing you to get evicted?
She needed somewhere to stay in New York. I live in New York, and I pretty much was offering her a place to stay while she had a job to paint a mural for a coffee shop. So she was just looking for somewhere to stay without paying, you know, thousands of dollars for a room or hotel. So I just offered her my couch.
So you're an artist, Ms. Lansing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and Ms. Jefferson, which line of work are you in?
I'm a financial analysis.
All right, so you work in finance in New York and you are a creative. All right. Now, did you have a one-bedroom or two-bedroom apartment?
This is a one-bedroom,
Oh,
which
so
is
you had
why
a
I offered
one-bedroom.
the couch. Yeah.
So you offered her the couch. Okay, so you were grateful for that.
Yes, Your Honor.
How long was she supposed to stay?
Just a few days, not even a week, just until
Okay.
she completed the mural, pretty much.
All right. And so she's living with you. Are you guys having a good time reconnecting and sharing old stories? And do you have time to spend together during this week?
We definitely did have time to catch up. Like, it was really good to see her and just to, you know, get to know what one of us has been up to pretty much the last 6 to 7
So when
years.
and how did it all go downhill?
I will start with how interactions I've had with my clerk. Him and I have kind of got off to sort of a bad start. With me being one of the few Black people living in the building, I already felt like I had eyes on me. So anytime, just a regular situation, I'm having food delivered to the building, I go down to pick up my food and the clerk is like, "Excuse me, delivery services need to wait in the lobby until you give me the unit to where that food is going." I'm
Oh,
like,
they thought you were the food
they
delivery
they
person.
didn't know I lived there at all. So that was a problem for me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I pay rent here. This is my food. I let everyone know,
So
like,
there
staff.
were some little microaggressions you felt like, some little undercurrent of racism that you felt like you were experiencing there.
Yes,
But what
honestly.
does that have to do with Ms. Lansing, the defendant?
So it led down to me having to go address the clerk with a key that I had left for her to return before she left to go back to LA once she completed the mural. I gave her instructions, make sure you give the key to the front desk so there's no issue, and she said she would do that. From there, I left it in her hands. Like, I assumed she did what she was supposed to do. And honestly, I got an email, I would say, a few days later after she left saying, "Hey, we haven't received our lock key. You're going to be fined $150 in 48 hours. So I'm like, whoa, let me call Sarah and see what's going on. And pretty much that's why we are in this dilemma.
Well, no, we just at that. How did you get evicted? You're saying you're suing her for $5,000. All I've heard is testimony about a $150 key.
So after I got the email that I was going to be fined the $150, that's when I reached out to Sarah like, hey, they're saying they didn't get the key. Are you sure you returned it? She said she did.
So wait, what happened, Miss Lansing? Why is there a discrepancy about whether you returned the key?
Because I thought I did return the key. I went up to the clerk and tried to return the key. We started talking, and I put my shopping bags down so I could try to give him the key, but I guess I got distracted and he got distracted. I put it in my inside coat pocket, didn't think anything of it, and I went back to LA with the key unknowingly.
Coming up,
I felt like since I was pretty much out of options, I pushed him out of my way. Literally, he's in my face. Like,
So now you push him?
yes, I did.
Lord.
and later,
She didn't successfully wake me up.
So she didn't wake you up for an excursion you planned,
She promised to wake me up, Your Honor.
but you don't know her.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Ramona Jefferson, who blames Sarah Lansing for causing her to get evicted.
Oh, so you thought you had given the key up, but it was
Yes.
actually inside your coat pocket.
Yes, but I did offer to pay the $150 fine once I found out that I still had the key.
There wasn't enough time to FedEx the key?
And I also offered to ship it.
Like, once she sent the text that she found the key, maybe like a few days after, I had already been issued my eviction notice.
What part of the lease are they saying you violated?
Because of the confrontation I had with the clerk once I went down to verify what was going on
What
with
happened?
the key. Once I went down to the clerk to basically tell them, no, Sarah did say she returned the key, and they're like, no, she didn't. You maybe should be careful who you lend your keys to. You know, there are thieves out there, which I wasn't sure if he was implying that Sarah was a thief or if I wasn't sure his direction there. So I kind of got upset. Like, you know, no one's a thief here. She said she returned the key, then that's what it is. And we're like in each other's face, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to explain to him, like, she's telling the truth, and honestly, you should be de-escalating the situation, but I feel like he was pushing up on me, which was causing us to get a little more heated in the situation, to the point where we're pretty much standing in each other's face. And I felt like since I was pretty much out of options, I'm like losing energy. I'm like, you know what? I push him out of my way. Literally, he's in my face. Like,
So now you push him?
yes, I did.
Lord. So you push him out of your way, because you're going where?
No, because he got in my face. There was no need for him to give the tone he
Well,
gave
you first
to me.
testified that you got in each other's faces.
We kind of
So did he aggressively step to you in your
Yes, he
face?
did. He stood up
And
from...
there was no room for you to walk backwards? I'm asking.
Honestly, it was kind of like a side-by-side position. He's, you know, I'm off to the side talking to him, you know, trying to be off. But
Did you
once
feel
we...
like there was a threat to your person?
I honestly did, and that's